Hello YouTube! Kagemaro here. Feeling a little chilly, but we'll soldier through because I have been waiting to do this for so long. We're playing King's Quest. If you couldn't guess from the title of the video and all the stuff that came before this. Yeah. So, I got the texture quality set to medium. I think I got the audios set good, and let's go jump in. Yeah, I haven't downloaded the other chapters yet, but oh yeah, it changes the picture within there. Cool. But yeah, just to lay the backstory there, I love the King's Quest games. Loved all of them, except maybe that weird RPG fighting thing they did. I wasn't really fond of that. Never really thought much of that, but loved the other ones, the whole point and click adventure games things they did. Love Sierra. They do great stuff. So, let's dive into chapter 1. We're already in here. Okay. Inventory? Nothing. That's a well, Graham. Oh, pound the A button. Not entirely sure why I'm going down this well.
I had not been back there in years, but it was the last place left to look. Those lost wishes weren't the treasure I was after.
There's a mattress. It's a small door. There's a bell. Okay.
It was not exactly as I remembered it, but it wasn't all that different either.
Christopher Lloyd doing the voice of Old Graham. Be grinding for achievements. There's some achievements that you gotta grind for that here, but I'm not gonna be doing them. There we go. Just run and jump. Ooh, that's pretty.
Two odd contraptions guarded the lost treasure. I would have to turn one and see what happened.
This does nothing. Ow!
And that's what would have happened if I turned the left switch. But since I am here telling this story, you already know that I pulled the right one.
Okay. Yeah, that's the sort of stuff that happens in this.
lanterns and beds were jammed into every nook and cranny of that cave. It all seems so familiar.
Okay, it's a bit odd. There are hanging beds all over this place.
Even though the bed was very comfortable, this was no time to hide under the covers.
Yeah, he does that.
Wait. Hold on, Grandpa. I don't remember this part of the story. Beds hanging from stalactites?
We'll get there, Gwendolyn. Don't worry. No detail in this story will be overlooked. Now, where was I? Ah, yes. As I treaded through the river of rumbling trundles, I feared I knew the source of that deafening wind. Nestled beneath a slumbering pile of teeth and claws was...
Fabled mirror.
Oh, so you remember this part of the story.
Well, dragons are my favorite.
Do you want to tell this part?
Yes. King Edward sent me, the greatest knight in all of Daventry, on a quest to return his stolen mirror. A gigantic, hulking beast of a dragon was the last thing in my way to... My way to add a shinier hat to my collection. I tried to turn that crazy contraption, but it was missing a handle. Someone tampered with it, creating some silly conundrum.
Okay, that's not the way to do it. Not the way to do it! Okay, so can I take the lantern? Okay, now.
Volumes of old books with foreboding titles clutter the shelves of that strange bedroom. How to Tame a Dragon, Breaking the Spirit of Hideous Beasts, Amateur Spells to Impress Your Friends with. No books about recovering missing handles, though.
Yeah, but does anything here? Does anything? No, I guess so. Okay, enough about that.
So, the missing handle was booby-trapped? What did you do?
Well, I used my cleverness to outsmart the trap. Then I used my cleverness to hide.
Ooh, that's some dragon.
Luckily, that half-blinded beast never noticed me in bed.
A dragon's eye must be really hard to pierce with an arrow. At archery lessons, I can barely hit a hay bale.
It is indeed a feat only for skilled archers. I tried to turn that crazy contraption, but it was missing a handle. Someone tampered with it, creating some silly conundrum.
Okay, so I need to get the thing out of
What did you use to fix the broken switch?
That was a bit loud. I mean, did the whole trap with the bell.
Chains were coiled around a gigantic switch mounted to the cave wall. This cave seemed to be filled with failed adventures.
Do I want his sword? No? Okay.
After he briefly basked in the sun, the narcoleptic dragon went back to snoring.
I probably sleep all day too, if Amira was my only friend.
Yeah, it's a bit traumatic. Okay. Get that there. Case up there. There we go. Ooh, piles of bones. That's not looking good for me. Okay. Oh, a bit more over to the here. A bit more over to the right. There we go. Ladder.
Whoever designed this trap thought they were pretty clever, but I would probably find a way to hit that unreachable switch.
Okay. Oh, someone left the bow. Come on, dude. You're dead. Let it go. I still have the bow. Nope. I'll cross out it.
The mirror called out to me.
Like it looks like it's just laying there. And I admit it's a shiny, but
A ridiculous feeding contraption was cobbled together to keep the beast and probably its owner alive.
okay, that wasn't a great plan. Is he asleep now? I think I need to do it while he's eating. Since I have that. Okay, I'm at a loss here. Okay, don't put it in your magic all-carrying cloak there.
escaped with only a flesh wound. Let me guess.
Okay, this is the tricky part. Okay, made it. There we go. Dang it.
Can you put my mouthwash back on the shelf, please? Now, where was I?
Come on. Why are there so many hanging things in here? I don't understand what I'm supposed to do here. Okay, this is getting monotonous here. Do I hold it? Is that what? No. Okay, I need to check on this a minute, and I will be right back. Okay, got past that little snafu there. Don't know why, but I simply could not do that with the controller for some reason, so I had to use the keyboard for that bit. Dang it. Let's start back here with the dragon again. Really?
I guess you could say.
Let me guess. You
See, that doesn't
I guess you
work.
could say.
Good jump. Okay.
I guess you could.
Okay. Now for this. Sorry about the slight problems we're having here.
I guess you could.
Finally, that part's done. That part was horrendous. Okay, graphicals aren't working quite as...
let me guess. You
Okay, gotta start running here. Slight graphical errors in this, sorry. Come on, move, thing. Moving there for some reason. Get around it. Don't know why it's stopping.
With a magic mirror safely in my possession, I dreamt of the Daventry I would be rewarded with, and the kingdom it could become. Second, I had three choices in front of me. Any would clear my path to safety, and all would have rippling consequences.
That's the kindness path, by the way. Sure, I won't come to regret releasing a Hungry Dragon.
My hands were shaking and my arms could barely grip the rope, but with the last of my strength, I climbed out of the well and headed back to the castle. Ever since the magic mirror returned, its reflections have warned the kingdom of danger, kept our family safe, and it has exposed many troublesome crumbs tangled in my beard.
Yeah. King Edward was so proud that you returned his lost treasure that he made you king. Everyone knows that part. Now, can we get back to that dragon?
Gwendolyn, there is so much more to my stories than dragons. I hope this old cap will be remembered for far more than the action tattered across its brim, sewn into the seams of many hidden adventures. All right, let's get back to the dragon.
Tell me everything. Like, why did you set the dragon free even though he was trying to eat you?
I set him free because, well, over the years I realized that the dragon was not the despicable, hideous beast Daventry had made him out to be. He was just a caged animal that was never shown any kindness. On that day, I forgave the dragon for his atrocious past.
You have such a bizarre way of making friends, Grandpa. I guess I do, too. I'm known as Gwendolyn the Popular back home. But only to my stuffed bunnies.
I've always found it best to pursue friends where I can, though they don't always feel the same about me.
All right, you two. Grandpa needs to rest. Gwendolyn, it's way past your bedtime.
Sleep well, Grandpa. I'll be back first thing in the morning.
I don't need rest. I'm as spry as I've ever been, though I wouldn't mind a slice of magic fruit.
Yep, there's Alexander Minotaur.
Well, hello, cousin.
Guards!
I'm glad you're finally here. He's been asking about you for days. I had to sit through the same story 5 times.
We got here as fast as we could. And I like Grandpa's stories, especially the ones with dragons.
Ah, yes, the legendary beast that he set free. I don't know if he forgets I've heard that story before or he doesn't care, but he loves telling it to anyone that will listen.
Good story.
I'm pretty sure I heard the nursemaids telling his same jokes in the hall.
Have you heard anything the doctors are saying?
Yes, doctors, wizards, magic elves. Grandfather is fine, Gwendolyn. They all say the same thing. He's just old. He still has a few good years left. Look, we're all excited that your family made the trip, but there's no need to worry. You should get some rest. I'm sure you're scheduled for a full morning of Grandfather's hilarious ramblings.
Oh, I'm also scheduled for the tournament tomorrow.
Ah, yes, the fencing tournament. You'll love it. I'm, of course, favored to win and will make sure you have the very best seat to view my victory. The courtyard will be filled with important people and delicious hors d'oeuvres.
Oh, I'm actually competing in the tournament.
I had no idea we were hosting a junior tournament. That's incredible. In that case, I will gladly be there to cheer you on and eat delectable appetizers.
Nope, no junior tournament. I'll be squaring off against you.
I see. Well, perhaps this is the time to stop listening to stories and finally make some of your own. Good night, Gwendolyn. Sleep well.
He's just a slight bit of a prig. But so far, some minor control
Come
issues,
in,
but
Gwendolyn.
other than that,
You can set
I'm
those
loving
on
the game.
nightstand.
Grandma said to take 3 spoonfuls of each.
I'll get to those. No need to fuss over me. Now let's talk about far more important issues, like that fencing tournament. I hear you're competing.
Well, I signed up, but I'm not so sure anymore.
Nonsense. If it's Scott you're worried about, he's no bother. After all, I only learned that you entered after he complained about it all morning. Threatened, I'm guessing. There are many ways to win a duel. I, for one, have always been fond of...
I'm going with the
Treat
kindness
my
in this game, I
opponents
think.
with respect. You'll be surprised what opens up to you. A lovely fellow once told me the fastest way to anyone's heart is through their stomach. Speaking of, that reminds me of a story, one I know you haven't heard before. When I was a much younger lad, before I was a knight, before I'd been to Daventry, and even before I'd seen a dragon. It's a tale about a tournament that changed my life. It is a long story, but I shall tell it briefly.
Well, Triumph, this looks as good a place as any to camp for the night. Let's rest up. We have a big day tomorrow.
Rode in on my rabbit thing. Missed the hat.
After gracefully rappelling down the cliff, I welcomed the sight of an actual road, the first sign of civilization.
Okay, now how do we do this? So we just exit the main menu. See, it did the autosave thing, so should be good. Let's see. Okay, yeah, we're good. So that's where I'm going to leave this episode. We got through the first bit with the aforementioned control issues. Hopefully that won't become a problem again. But as we'll soldier on, because I am loving this. Just want to say that I am loving this game. It is what I hoped that it would be. Remembering the King's Quest games of old, loved those. Just all around good time. So for now, I'm going to be saying adios, Wiedersehen, aloha, all that good stuff. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. It's not hard. And until next time, remember to show an act of kindness when you're about to be eaten by a giant one-eyed dragon.